Hello and welcome to the Open SAP course Building Apps with the ABAP RESTful Application Programming Model, Week 3, Unit 1, the Enhanced Business Scenario. My name is Volker Drees and I'm a product expert for the ABAP RESTful Application Programming Model, and I will guide you through the units for this week. In the previous week, you learned how to build a read-only travel list report app step by step. You also learned how to create the CDS data model, the data model projection, and how to enrich it with UI semantics. Furthermore, we've showed you how to expose your CDS data model as an OData service and how to consume it using the SAP Fiori Elements app preview. This week, we will enable the transactional capabilities of the list report application step by step. We will start by creating the basic behavior definition, followed by the behavior definition projection. Then we will conduct a little breakout, introducing the entity manipulation language that is required to implement the actual business logic. We will then continue to enhance the behavior definition with validations, determinations, and actions, followed by the corresponding implementation using ABAP. In Unit 7, we will enable draft handling for our business object. Finally, we will take a look at some troubleshooting tools and approaches. In the present unit, we will have a look at the development flow and the managed runtime that we will make use of. The resulting application will contain create, update, and delete capabilities. We will use determinations to, for instance, set the initial status of our travels. Validations will check the consistency of the entered data, and actions will allow us to approve and reject travels. The application will contain static and dynamic feature control, as well as authorization control. The draft enablement will allow the end user to store change data in the backend and continue at a later point in time or from a different device, even if the application terminates unexpectedly. We will make use of the artifacts that we've created in Week 2. The behavior definition will be created for the composition hierarchy, in our case the travel and booking CDS interface views. The behavior implementation takes place in ABAP and requires the use of the entity manipulation language, which is part of the ABAP language. Like the CDS projection, you also project the transactional capabilities that you've defined in your base behavior definition using the behavior definition projection. In the managed scenario, the business object framework implements the interaction phase and the save sequence generically. The technical implementation aspects are taken over by the business object runtime infrastructure. This scenario addresses use cases where all essential parts of an application are developed from scratch, the so-called greenfield approach. Such new applications can highly benefit from out-of-the-box support for transactional processing by using the managed scenario. The standard operations create, update, and delete must only be specified in the behavior definition to obtain a ready-to-run business object. The application developer can focus on business logic that is implemented using, for example, determinations, validations, actions, and user interaction. The corresponding business object runtime manages the entire lifecycle of your business object and covers all aspects of your business application development. The managed scenario is a recommended implementation scenario for new applications. We are now at the end of this unit. In this unit, you have learned about the transactional enhancements of the business scenario we implement this week. The development flow we will cover in the next units and the managed runtime implementation. Further information for this unit is available in the appendix of this presentation. Thanks for listening and see you in the next unit where we will create the behavior definition.